guys? Michael Nocturnal Simulations, and we're back. Thankfully. Feels like it's been a month since I've really sat down and streamed, although I know I did one right before I departed to Oshkosh. Unfortunately, the stream dropped. I wasn't losing any frames on my side, but YouTube didn't pick up everything on their side for some reason. So I've dropped it down to 1440 at 60 tonight. We're going to give that a try. I did a little testing before the stream here, just try to get the settings all worked out. So things look a little different. That's why resolution's obviously not 4K. But hopefully, if we're forced to do this in the future, we'll deal with it. But I am moving here in the near future, so maybe the next place has a better connection to YouTube servers somehow. Get the same internet, so probably not. But we'll see how that goes. It did make things run a little smoother on my end, though, so I can't complain. I'm not hammering their server with 51,000 kilobits per second versus the 18 I'm running now. So with that being said, hope you guys liked that intro. Once again, I have the Buy Me a Coffee account now, so if you guys feel any need to donate, or any desire, I should say, feel free to. The donations through the stream, through YouTube, should also be open, so if you have any super chats or anything like that, you can do that there. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that before in any of my streams, so just an FYI. We've got Bloggins, Lego, Moose, and Mike, so we should have a pretty good flight. We're going up the Aleutian Islands. We're going to be climbing up to 15,000 feet, and it should be pretty interesting because we got some nice clouds around us here. So it's a ceiling of 12,000 feet, according to Navigraph. Lego's mentioning that flight is a little different, so we'll see what the actual weather is in the sim here, because for us right now, that's what matters. With that, we'll jump back in the cockpit here and get started. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I gotta remember how to fly. Thank you. I gotta remember how to fly this thing. Let's see here. Battery. I've already loaded the airplane with fuel and weight, so we're good there. Alright, so let's see here. Battery's on. Let's go ahead and turn on our beacon. And let's get this thing up and started. Crack the throttles. Right fuel pump. 3 seconds high. 1, 2, 3. And lift. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so same problem as usual. Haven't had time to fix it. I haven't flown this plane in a little while, so we're going to start probably both engines at the same time here. Alright, either one of them started. That's a good start. Oh, it's probably because I didn't do full throttle on the fuel pump. Checklists would be handy right now, wouldn't it?
Did you make sure your gas tanks are on?
Yes. Thought I turned them on before the stream, and they are showing on. So thank you for reminding me, because that would have been an easy thing to forget.
I forget. I've forgotten it before.
Yeah, I was sitting there with the 15219, like, why won't this thing start? And I'm like, I look down, I'm like, oh, crap.
Yeah.
You know, on stream, everything, no big deal. Oh, there we go. Got them both up and running that time. Just I didn't crack my throttles enough to get enough fuel into them. Alright, bring them up to 1,000 RPM, and left alternator on, right alternator on, and we turn avionics on. We get a prop sync. Alright, we can pretty much take off either runway, because it's just a crosswind, so we're closer to 3-1 or 3-2. It's interesting, the graphics in Navigraph show 3-1, and then the actual runway, it mentions as 3-2, so something must have changed recently. Flight plan, pretty simple tonight. Going from Papa Alpha Delta Uniform to Papa Alpha Sierra Delta. And one waypoint, which is a VOR if anybody wants to try that. Charlie Delta Bravo.
Yeah, no way I'm gonna do VR navigation. Typing in the stupid waypoint and doing it that way.
You guys want to go to Lee, Cordoba? 5,200 miles away.
Oh, is that the one in China? Or whatever it was? I don't remember.
Cordoba, I don't know where that's at.
It was China. I don't remember. Let me pull up my trainer.
Yeah, go ahead and get the strobe on. Or nav lights, sorry, not strobe. Nav lights. Alright. Altimeter is currently 3016. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6. Gosh dang.
Scoot over to the co-pilots. And I'm showing 85, 90 almost. No, I guess it's in 20s, so 75. 60 to 75. 60 to 70.
Yeah.
Cow
Sorry.
flaps are open. And we can go ahead and dial in the first waypoint. What did I say that was? 1125. So let's go to. I gotta remember how to use this radio. It's the RNAV radio, probably can't use that one. Okay, I don't think I have the right radios to be able to use the VOR anyways. So that works okay out okay. No big deal. Let's see here. Blood pressure's good, temperature is on the move. And fifth flow, RPM is rising a little bit as they warm up a little bit. Do have flaps. Check the flaps, go ahead and cycle through those. Alright, go approach flaps for departure.
How long is the runway?
It is pretty long. 5,200 feet.
I'll do flaps up. It's fine.
Okay. We'll depart 3-1. So we'll basically drive out here to the end of the runway. Right next to us and go from there. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a big 270-degree turn to the left so I can get a good visual of the island there.
Roger.
And then hit that track line to our first waypoint. Climb 15,000 feet, so let's go ahead and let's turn auto flight director on.
Michael, I think with the GTN 750 in here, you can still do a VOR. It looks like, I don't know. I'm going to test it in the air, but the top right, the nav radio on the right hand side, top right of the 750. Can't you tune?
That's VOR. That's how you do VORs.
Oh, okay.
1126. I think that was
1125. I guess you could change your CDI to the localizer or VLOC.
Yeah, and then that's how you do radio.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
You have 1125?
I may have had a typo.
Sorry, say again?
1125?
Why is it showing as 1126 on where I'm looking it up? That's so weird. You pulling that from Navigraph?
I pulled that from SkyVector earlier. Now I could have had a typo. Let me check it real quick again. It is.
Well, okay, if you have the waypoint in the
1126.
750,
It's 2.6.
if you have the waypoint set in your 750, you can literally click on it and see the frequencies of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Okay, now it's showing up. Okay, cool.
Ah, yep. Thank you. I forgot that was in here.
And go to nav1. Okay. Let's get the head tracking back on. Alright, guys, I'm ready if you are.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Let's figure out how to get out of here. Do the run up. We're on the runway. Okay, and we're here. That was such a long taxi. So, strobe light on. Let's do the run up. 1800 RPM. Okay, cycle the prop. Engine 1. And then we'll do left mag.
Oh, I forgot to do a mag check.
That's what we get for not flying with checklist. We do left mag again, RPM hadn't recovered yet. Left mag. Oops.
Didn't we be heading down to the other end to 13?
31 or 13, it didn't really matter. And right mag. It's a crosswind of 4 knots either way.
Yeah, okay, so my weather decoder is broken.
Okay. Good on the mag check. So let's bring that back to 1,000 RPM. Okay, 15,000 feet. I'm going to climb at 1,500 feet per minute. And we're going to do the runway heading 130. Let's move that over.
A lot of twin airplanes.
Or, sorry, 310. Mike screwed me up. I blame you.
Sorry.
Oops. Taking a runway 31, not 13. Okay. So we're gonna go heading and altitude with the flight director. All right. Oh yeah, we got quite a few here. All right, am I missing anything? Let's go ahead and get the taxi land. All the lights are on. Prop sync's good. Everything's happy and healthy. All right, I'm ready. You guys ready?
See the windsock out there?
Ready.
Where's it at?
Be off to your left.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah, I
now
got
showing.
direct crosswind.
It's telling me to go down the other end.
All right, well, we can go down the other end.
Oh yeah, it is. Huh.
Yep, it's got a tailwind this way now.
It'll handle it.
Yeah, yep. Let's do it. It's only 4 knots.
Okay.
Yeah, let's try it.
Wait, so which end are we taking off on? Oh, it is.
Let's split it. Let's go
3-1.
nose to nose.
We'll go
Play
3-1.
chicken.
Right here. We're just right here. Play chicken. Who's got the best
You
climb?
really hope. You
Who's
really
gonna-
hope that wind might help you.
Who's got this? Who's got the best climb rate?
Yeah.
All right.
Challenge.
Well, I'm taking off whatever runway this is. I'm assuming it's 3-1. And we're going for it.
That one runway, that'll let us get in the sky.
Yep. There's a runway here we're taking off.
Yeah, at least we're not taking off the taxiway, just saying.
Yep. Could be worse. Oh, I forgot to check my trim. Oh, pay attention. Let me get some trim up real quick. I like how there's snow and grass in the runway. Alright, rotate. And we're up. Positive rate. Gear up. Can't see over the nose at the moment. And we're gonna do that left turn.
Oh goodness, we're twitchy.
Alright, flaps up.
Gear up. Up.
Yeah, I can see it over my dash again. We're gonna do a left turn around that center mountain.
I'm following you.
All right. Whoa, there's like a drop off right there. That's crazy. Interesting.
Do this down trip.
All right, let's pull the manifold pressure back to 3.7 and RPM 2.5.
Man, casually 3.7. I got 28. I gotta get any higher than this. I'm full throttle. Oh my gosh, I'm climbing out so fast.
Yeah, this Baron is ridiculous.
I'm not even in the turbocharged version.
Yeah, I'm climbing out at 2,000 feet per minute right now like it's nothing.
Huh. This flight model must be broken too because I'm climbing at 3,100. And again, I'm dropping a lot of speed. Because I gotta slow down to my actual climb speed of 105.
You just shoot up like a rocket.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll fly over the airport and then hit that nav track.
Roger. Dang. The water is all white for me.
Yeah, I had to look out to the ocean.
Yeah, then it just turns to blue. That's funky.
It's all the ice.
Yeah, that's what that's called. I don't see that.
It's the frozen version of water, guys.
Sorry, I live in Nebraska. We see everything.
I understand.
That's right.
Last week was 100 degrees, and this week was like 7. I don't even know what's happening. Our weather system's broken. It needs some bug fixes.
Okay, so my vertical speed is telling me to go down. It's because this dial is backwards. We need to go positive. 1,500 feet up. There we go. Now, I will say this Baron does hand fly exceptionally well. There's our white water and our blue water.
Touching the nav track.
Lego, I'm going to keep you around. That's another swag thing right there. You get the white water to blue water.
Yes, sir.
It's a Kodiak. Slight bit of trim up. Alright, let's get some icing on. Let's get the pitot heat on. Let's just switch on my honeycomb. Wrong switch. And install warning windshield prop. And surfaces and auto.
Seal your doors.
Oh, yep. I didn't even think about pressurization because I haven't had that for a while. Well, system that I've had to system I've had to actually worry about it. Yeah.
What the?
And let's get the door sill. And we're going to 15,000 feet, so let's set this thing for a little higher than that. let's go ahead and get the pressurization on. And I'm going autopilot since I can't really see anything now. And let's go GPS on the nav. I'm already at 8,000 feet.
I don't think we're gonna have much terrain to contend with on this.
Oh, we're over the water now.
1100 then. What happened there?
What's 1100?
My altitude. Or sorry, 11,000. Still climbing at 1,600 feet a minute. What the? So I think this flight model might be a bit off.
Yeah, it's a bit
the
quick.
default one.
Now, what I'm noticing here is, let's go to heading. I'm popping out over the clouds here at 9, or some of them at least. Whoops, too far.
Yeah, I'm clear of tops at 11.
I think I'm gonna have to go to heading. Go ahead.
No, you go. Yeah, nothing.
I'm going to heading mode to intercept the nav track. Hey, C-130, how's it going, buddy? I increased the latency of the stream, so I should be able to interact with you guys a little quicker now. Alright, 10,000. 5 more to go. I think I can turn off my anti-ice here. I'm doing great. I am happy to be flying again, that's for sure. Feels like it's been forever. Life's been extremely busy. Although Oshkosh was totally worth going. You guys want to go to Oshkosh with me next year?
Definitely.
Awesome.
Hopefully.
Alright, so cabin temperature is cold. So let's see here. Let's get the heater on. Get that ignite. And let's get the fan blower on. Then open up the cabin heat. Some don't need it to go crazy. So this thing will go into nav mode now. Now it will. Okay, cool. We were too far off track to go into nav mode before. And we'll turn off.
Want to be around? Oh, sorry, I was trying to figure out the bearing tube. I got it.
Well, I'm at 15,000. That happened way too quickly.
That Baron magic, man.
Yeah, now I'm just confused. I'll get myself set up for cruise. We'll go 2,400 RPM.
I'm climbing at 25. And once I get to cruise, I'll probably drop it to 21.
Okay. I'm gonna lean it all out real quick.
Yeah, so I have is it the turbo normalized or turbocharged? One of the two.
It's turbo normalized, I believe.
Yeah, so it stays. I have full manifold pressure all the way up to 18,000 feet in this thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because I'm at 17 inches manifold pressure.
I'm still at 37.
Yeah.
Alright, 1,000 feet to go. I heard the alarm go off, so it should capture it just fine.
gotta say, this thing is actually like, I'm only burning 12 gallons an hour right now.
Between
12,
two
13
engines?
gallons an hour. Between two engines, yeah. 6.3 and 6.7.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I'm burning 27 each. So.
There's the
54.
manifold pressure difference.
Yeah, 54 gallons an hour. Okay, we are leveling off. So let's pull that manifold pressure back to 32.
Rear speed's
And
177 with
prop
a
to
rear
21.
quartering tailwind.
I have the little dial in this one that you have to like adjust for the true airspeed.
Oh yeah.
So I'm looking at what's temperature? Negative. Negative.
-6
Yeah.
Celsius.
-6. So if I look at the dial here, move that to -6 degrees. At 15,000 feet. I don't remember how to use this thing real quick. Alright, come on. And that goes in increments of 10, so they're right there. 219, 220. Ground speed at 226.
Dang.
Now I haven't leaned it out
Yeah.
yet, but
Yeah. Your little turbo thing moves you fast, but you burn a lot of gas.
yeah. Alright, lean 5.
That's
lean
kind of how that works.
What temperature did you set your airspeed at?
-6.
-6.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm gonna be way behind you guys in the 310.
Yeah, I was looking back. I'm like, well, we lost
Nope.
one.
Did I miss? My engine started backfiring on me there. Why did that not lean?
I'll be joining you with the 310.
Okay.
Lean find.
I think like the 414.
Yeah, I should have grabbed the 414 instead.
You would have been blazing past us. It was crazy.
Yeah, 414
Those are-
is really quick.
Those are turbocharged engines.
Okay.
It's different than turbo normal. It's so complex.
Turbocharged, I don't think you probably get that turbo normalized effect.
Yeah, just higher probably.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe
So I
yeah,
do it down to Cessna.
maybe turbocharged like
172.
continues working better at higher altitudes.
Or I guess probably it adds performance instead of just normalizing the performance when you add
Oh.
altitude.
Maybe.
I
Okay.
also like put full gas, so I'm a bit heavier. That's probably impacting performance a bit.
Leaned out, I'm burning 16 gallons each engine, so 32. Still not too bad. Oh, I'm going to close the cow flap now. Gain an extra knot or two. And the temperature inside the cabin is a nice warm 78 degrees.
Fahrenheit.
Yep.
It's
Yes.
pretty good.
Yes. Yes.
Actually.
Oh, I got the. The cool thing about the Baron is it has a little like firebox for the heater, so it actually uses your gas. I think it's from the left or right engine. I can't remember. I want to say left, but could be wrong. And you have to turn that on, let it ignite, then turn on your blowers.
Yeah.
Have you been able to get your VOR working, Michael?
Yeah, it was on the the OBS down here a minute ago, but it seems to have stopped working.
You're in.
It shows me
I guess
114
the-
miles away, which matches the GPS.
But for the autopilot to follow it, doesn't the bottom of your 750, doesn't your CDI have to be in
VLOC.
VLOC instead of isn't yours purple?
It's in GPS now.
Ah.
I guess that would be why it was showing up on the CDI a minute ago. But
'Cause when I switch mine to VLOC, it just starts going crazy.
yeah, I've just got it in GPS for now. Alright, so I got a ground speed at 226. It's not too bad.
Dang. I'm going 40 knots slower.
Yeah, same here.
Oh, here, let me pull it back some then.
Just pulls it out to idle and still goes at like 200.
Let's see what we get at 30 inches and 2,000 RPM.
I'm at 2,400 RPM. Roughly 2,400 RPM.
You're also burning like half the gas I am too. So.
Yeah, I'm burning like 12 gallons total. 12, 13 gallons total. My mixture's almost at idle cutoff. It's like 80%, 90% of the way back. It's at the flaps 3 marker on the Bravo throttle quadrant.
Oh yeah, my mixture is flaps 2.
Nice.
Hop outside and get some pictures. Guess I could turn my landing lights off. There it is.
Oh, I found the problem with my using the OBS. You have up in the upper left, right above your airspeed indicator. You got to switch it to nav instead of GPS on that. The top left button on the dash.
Oh, okay.
That's why that wasn't working.
Oh. Now it's flying me off to somewhere.
Maybe that's not why it wasn't working because I'm still.
Well, that seemed to have changed. I'm not sure which one that controls actually. So do I have a? I'll go to the radio page. Is there another radio page in the 750?
Go to audio panel.
Oh, there you go. F2. How do I change it?
Oh. Like. Well, your 750 should be nav 1.
Okay. So I got a nav 1, nav 2, and I was curious.
Nav 2 should be your little 430 that's underneath the 750.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So if it's following nav 2, it'll follow the other radio.
Yeah.
If it's following nav 1, it'll follow your 750.
So if I go to... Oh, you know what? Let me dial in the 1126 on my 530. And then have it go to OBS. There we go. And we're on a track of, what, 30, 40, about 40?
Yeah, should be.
Track I have 48, but that's might just be for me.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, so if I were to use the VOR, that's why that wasn't working. Okay, now I remember. It's been a little while, like I said, though, since I've flown this thing. Guys, how's the stream looking? Everybody in the chat there.
Looks great. Oh wait.
Or if you're watching it and flying in the group, that's fine too.
It looks pretty much the same to me. I'm not seeing like I would like what I've seen in the past, the spinning wheel.
Yeah.
But your cockpit instruments are a little fuzzier than they used to be, so whatever the downscaling is that's happening. when
Yeah,
you're doing
the-
that.
I'm dropping it from 4K, which is actually greater than 4K with this TV, down to 1440. But I have the maximum settings for everything. Otherwise. What does stab off mean on the the weather radar?
Stab?
Stab is Sierra Tango Alpha Bravo.
What's the radar mode?
It's in horizontal. It's on.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I've always wondered what that meant, and I feel like in the Bonanza the flight radar works, or the weather radar works, but for some reason in the Baron for me it worked at one point but hasn't since. If I go to vertical, I should be able to see something above me. There's some clouds up there, but it doesn't show anything.
There's a key for it. Pressing the stab on/off key will toggle radar antenna stabilization on or off. Which is
key is
reflected
that?
in upper... I don't know. It might say it somewhere. Does it say, like, stab anywhere? But that just might be on the newer versions of this. Do you know what model that is?
RDR 1150XL. Go ahead and move over my tip tanks.
Oh, that's why. The associated tilt functionality doesn't work because of MSFS's limitations.
Well, that's weird because this same Bendix works on other airplanes.
No clue. A very good question for Google.
Which, I mean, I have the NexRad weather radar on the 750, so it's not that big a
Yeah.
deal. I wonder if it just doesn't work with the 750.
Well, I mean, that's how you see all the like options and stuff, which I think is awesome.
Yeah. I love the 750.
750 is awesome.
All $20,000 of it.
Yeah, it's so expensive, especially if you get the X and I version
Yeah.
or X5, yeah, whatever it's called. Because the Cessnas I fly, we have 650s, just normal 650s, all 10 of them, and they're nice. Even if they're not the, you know, the nice X9, they still are crazy nice functionality-wise.
And when I was at Oshkosh, I poked around on one, and I was like, "Oh, this is so nice."
Yeah.
And then if you pair it with the Garmin, was it the G3X or G3S?
Oh yeah, the J3X, the touchscreens,
Yeah,
the
it's
big
amazing.
old PFD touchscreen. Oh, boy, that would be a dream setup. It is really, really expensive, but it'd be
Yeah.
awesome to have. But then again, the G3X was It started out as only an experimental aircraft. That's what mainly it is for.
Yeah.
So you get your vans, put a G3X in it, and it works great.
Yep.
'Cause
Yeah.
you can do everything on the G3X.
I want to build an RV-14, but I gotta. I got a ways to. I gotta get my license first. So.
Got to do that whole thing apparently.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, technically, you don't have to have a license, but you may not be flying for very long.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 92 degrees in here now. It's got real warm.
I'm not gonna tell you where mine got to before I noticed.
163.
Close, 155.
Oh, dang.
My goodness.
Mike's sauna service over here, guys.
Yeah. Imagine like FS Realistic modeled the dripping of the sweat as it got too hot in your cabin because you forgot to put on the cooling.
Just don't look in my cockpit right now.
Why is my shirt soaked in the... Oh.
Why is that guy naked over there?
What's happening? Mike, put a shirt on.
One thing I like about the 310 is you get that little status report of how the passengers, if they're happy or panicking. And I got a green bar for once, which is crazy.
Dang.
I got temperature, cabin's warm and steady, or something like that, comfortable and steady, and yeah, solid green.
Yeah, same here, buddy. First time.
That's gonna change on the descent, I'm sure.
Well, FS Realistic.
3,000 feet a minute.
FS Realistic, if you do something too abrupt, they start screaming in the back.
Well, yeah, I have that. I have that running. It's not a good flight unless you hear a scream.
Yeah,
It's not a good landing until the passengers start screaming.
absolutely.
Clapping, no, they're screaming.
Alright, so I'm still at 216 ground speed. 210 true.
I'm
at
steady around 190 and I'm giving her the beans to get there.
178 true, 187 ground.
Oh, I need to slow it up some more
Yeah.
then.
I'm struggling back here. I haven't like increased the power, but the only thing I can really do is just increase the RPM, and that wouldn't really do much. Because I don't want to blow out my eardrums in the process.
Alright, I'm going back to
What
25 inches of manifold and staying at 2,000 RPM.
When you're decreasing power, which is it? Do you decrease manifold first and then RPMs, or the other way around?
I'd recommend that, probably.
Yeah, that way you don't have the additional torque on the prop.
Yeah.
I knew there was something going on
Oh.
there.
I always do power prop mix, which I gotta lean my plane now.
Yeah, I can't seem to get this thing over 137 ground speed.
Dang.
Losing power.
Alright, I've captured V-Lock. I'm in line now.
I'm trying to find the right combination of, like, I can go into GPS nav mode, no problem, but I've got both radios tuned to the same frequency, both CDIs, OBS knobs bugged in to 50 degrees, and I don't know. There's something I'm missing. I'm not sure. I want to look up what that top left button for nav, switching between nav and GPS,
Yeah.
what that actually does. It seems to be part of my problem, but I haven't figured out the right combo.
I'm trying to get my mixture to lean, but it never indicates that it's leaning before I get too lean.
Yeah. Are you using the little fancy dancy EGT thingy, Majiggy?
The EDM 760.
That one. Yep.
It's like I'm looking at my fuel flow, and now it's starting to drop. I'm trying to lean rich of peak, but I can't get it hot enough, I guess. Let's try to lean a peak. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go full. Okay, mixture's full. Back it out a little bit. Start leaning. It's like never indicating anything. Oh well.
Mine did.
It did initially, but now it's not. Can I reset that through the step functionality, maybe? Step to total. Lean a peak. There it goes. There it goes. Inch it in just a little bit. $11 gallons.
Burr?
Yep.
Nice.
Can actually squeeze a little bit more out of it. 10.7. I'm down to 197, 196 ground speed.
How long till... I almost hit time on target. Until you get to the waypoint.
Don't have my ETE up. Hang on one second.
My 750 is saying 56 miles for me.
I'm at 80.
I'm not too far behind.
I'm at 69.9. Nice.
Destination.
For like time and stuff, you can go down to utilities and then trip planning. And you can press P pause for present position, and it'll say from your current waypoint to whatever it is to the VR or the final destination, and then down there it'll tell you all your ETE distance, all that stuff. Ground speed.
Yeah, I've got the PMS 50 version. Is the difference there?
Does that
I
match
have-
up?
On the utility screen, I have trip planning, Michael, but it's grayed out.
Yeah,
Probably
it's
because
grayed
I'm
out
at
on mine.
Oh,
Hmm.
I figured that's because they didn't. I figured they would give that to you.
Never mind then.
I'm
'Cause I was-
not sure if it may not be logged into my license. Well, it's showing traffic,
I
so it
have-
should be.
I have on my iPad, I have the Garmin trainer, so I just looked at that.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Michael, go into that utility screen. On the
utilities.
Bottom row of icons, there's a shield-looking one that says autopilot. Click on that.
Yeah, you can set your autopilot through here. I don't really mess with it because you can't look at your GPS and this at the same time. So, I mean, if you're on a long cruise like we're doing right now, it's okay. But
I just didn't know that was.
now it is kind of nice. You can add a custom checklist.
Oh, actually?
Yeah, you can import checklist into the 750 if you go to utility screen. At least on the PMS 50.
The utilitarian screen? Oh yeah, you can.
Where's the setup screen?
What? That's crazy.
There it is.
ENAV. I guess we should probably look at the weather for our approach or arrival. Drag over Navigraph. Weather at our destination is 240 at 4, altimeter 3016. Which I think is what we already had, so. Winds 240 at 4, 10 miles visibility. Few clouds at 2,000, few clouds at 10,000. Ceiling is 12,000. Temperatures 14 degrees Celsius. And altimeter is 3016. And we got runways 14 and 32. Both are crosswinds. This is just one runway, really. So, with that being said, let's look at the snow arrivals.
Death, and I might come back, I might not. We'll see.
Okay.
Nice flying though.
Yep. See you if you don't come back.
Yep.
All right. So I'm gonna do. What would be the cooler approach here? 1-4 might be interesting just because of the terrain. Let's do that one. Yeah, let's do 1-4. Arnad to 1-4.
Yankee or Zulu? Do you know which is which?
Oh, it was Zulu. With the Dugok transition. Dugok. Dugok. And let's make sure that put in our altitude restrictions in.
I have.
And it shows
What?
100 feet of Dugok.
Yeah, that one. Then the others look okay. 2,900, 2,300, and on down. Something's wrong with that Dugok number. I'm gonna change
Freaking Dugok. It's over water, so we'll just go to 2,900 at Dugok.
Okay.
Yeah, so for VNAV, let's go to, is it utilities? Yep. And we are going to target Dugok. And 2,900 feet.
Is that on the V?
The VNAV page.
Okay.
And we're going to do 1,000 feet per minute since we're pressurized. And I got top descent in 15 minutes. So I'm going to start a little timer over here. Function. Countdown timer of 15 minutes. And start. Okay. Hey Burner, how's the weather in Northern California? Hope it's a lot cooler and less humid than it is over here in the South. Yes, we're definitely having some fun. I haven't flown the Baron in a while, so I'm forgetting how to do things. Hot, but it's a dry heat, as they like to say. Now, see, I went to Vegas last year, and it was 115 degrees of dry heat. It's still hot. Feels like a hair dryer blowing on you the entire time. I just got back from Oshkosh, and that was hot and humid. And then the dorm we stayed in had no air conditioning, so it was, you know, just a little salt in the wound there. But it was definitely an experience. Oh, something that we did do at Oshkosh was the dorms they take out all of your refrigerator and freezer combos. So while we're trying to figure out how to navigate the dorm, because it was kind of a confusing building at first, we may have commandeered a refrigerator and freezer from one of the doors that were unlocked.
You run it with the doors open for AC.
No, I thought about that, but being able to make ice was a nice feature, though.
I bet.
Yeah, that was an absolute blast. That was my first time ever being at Oshkosh, and I will happily go back next year. So we may be getting a. I'm gonna try to convince Mike to actually go somewhere with me.
I think
had
I'd
him
rather go to Oshkosh than
fly
or
Sim
Sun and
Expo.
Fun than to Sim Expo. Yeah.
Sun and Fun would be cool too, although that's going to be hot and humid also. So
Where is the VNav menu or page on the 750? I am not finding
utilities.
it. Oh, thank you.
Now, if you're going to pick one or the other, I would go to Oshkosh. So I don't know if I'm going to go to the Flight Sim Expo next year or not yet. We'll see when we get closer. When they start announcing things for it in December, probably. But definitely going to plan for Oshkosh.
How were accommodations with it being so crowded?
The biggest challenge we had, honestly, was finding water.
Okay.
And they had a bunch of things marked on the map, but once you figured out exactly where it was okay. But keeping your water bottle full was a challenge the first day, just to figure out where we were supposed to go find the water at. I had these water buffaloes sitting around, and then I found a couple cool water fountains. So instead of the water buffalo being hot.
Right. Huh.
Food was a little pricey in some areas, but the food at the dorm was actually really good. And they had dinner. It was $17 or $18 a night, and breakfast was $9, all you could eat.
Wow.
And so it was definitely, the food was very good at the dorm room. Now, the city of Oshkosh, I guess where it was summer, we tried going to a couple different places to eat that first night, and it was just like nothing was open.
You'd think with all those people in town, everything would be open.
Yeah, it was strange, but we're trying to find food right around the campus there, so I imagine they may have summer hours or something like that. Burner, have you ever been to Oshkosh? Yeah, Mike, what I was telling you earlier about my frames missed a rendering lag. It's like rendering lag, it's 58 out of 460,000 frames. So,
Oh my gosh.
and then encoder lag is 23 out of 230,000. Well, maybe next year. I'm definitely going to Oshkosh. Don't know about Flight Sim Expo yet, but I'm trying to convince anyone and everyone to go. So that'd be kind of a cool place to meet up. About 9 minutes till top of the sun.
Would you mind doing a quick little walkthrough on how you're using VNav in this plane? Because I've never done it. It's not like, I don't know. It's not obvious to me.
So I set the target altitude 2,900 feet for our first waypoint. Well, whatever that Dayguk or whatever it was.
Yep.
And or Dugak. That's what it was. So set at 2,900 feet, and then vertical speed profile of 1,000 feet per minute, and the target waypoint is Dugak. I want to keep making fun of that. And then when you enter that, it'll populate the status.
Okay,
Let's
so
say-
here, that was the thing that got me. It didn't. I left mine to 500 feet a minute, and I was too far behind it. That's why it didn't.
Oh yeah.
It couldn't calculate a top of descent. So then you're just running off a timer, and you're going to manually descend.
Yeah, so then I go to my transponder and I'll set up a timer, which it's a little off now because it changed for whatever reason. And that's just an extra reminder. So if I'm not in the VNAV page here and I can glance down at my transponder to see what my timer's showing, it's close enough that I can make up for it at 1,100, 1,200 feet per minute if I had to.
While you're on this screen, you programmed in 1,000 feet per minute, but the VS required is slowly counting up from mine's 595, yours is 592, I think I see on the stream or something.
Yeah, it's about
So
600.
as you approach the top of descent, that's probably going to come closer to 1,000 at that point, right?
Exactly. So if I were to descend now, I could do 1,000 feet per minute at 600 feet per minute and get that to at Dugak, however you say it, at 2,900 feet.
Yeah. Okay. The biggest thing I was stuck on was the status message giving you a top of descent calculated.
Yeah, and you can hit this.
Realize that's behind it.
You can hit this display messages button. So if I'm on the map, it should pop up and say I've got a message.
Yeah.
Coming up on CDB here to do my right turn.
The stream looks to be almost real time.
Yeah, that it's almost worth keeping it at 1440 for two reasons. One, I'm not losing any of the content like I was at 4K. It's still 60 frames per second. And then I can set the latency to low latency, so it's only a 5-10 seconds behind versus half a minute. Sometimes people come in here and they'll say something, but I don't see it for 30 seconds. Or, well, I'll see their message immediately, probably. But then my response won't be for 30 or more seconds. Alright, over CDB and turning right. Yeah, Burner, if you're in the market for getting anything beyond like the honeycomb setup or something like that, it's definitely worth going to Flight Sim Expo. Because there's a lot of the really high-end stuff there too. Your $1,000, $1,500 yokes and things like that that are definitely high quality. And I will probably eventually upgrade to one of the nicer yokes. Because the honeycomb, as good as it is, still isn't the best by any means. Mainly in the elevator. The aileron feels great. The elevator's just too stiff. Maybe that'll loosen up over time, but we'll see. And you can see a bunch of neat stuff. Like you can, if you wanted to try the Skylarky A320 setup, you can sign up for a flight with that, and then I was able to fly in one of the motion sims. That was pretty neat, but those are also $50,000 for just the motion setup. You still have to build your own cockpit setup inside of it.
Yeah, it's the motion sims I'm very interested in, but the price range goes all over the place from like 4,000 to 10,000 to 70,000.
Yeah, you can spend a fortune on those things for sure.
My coworker, a retired coworker who lives in my area, he's got a YouTube channel and he owns 2 motion platforms for sim racing.
Oh wow.
Base price the base price for each one's about 50 grand. It's insane. And
got two?
that's just a platform. Hmm? And he's got 2 of them, yeah.
Might as well go buy a car at that point.
Well, he's like, I could, but this I can trash it. I can crash and not have to worry about repairs.
True.
So,
Do the same thing with cheap Miata.
Yeah, the Miata and do track days and.
Seriously.
well, when I was living in Germany, I took my car around the Nürburgring. 30 euros on Sundays.
That'd be fun.
Oh wow.
That's a bucket list thing for me. I'd love to do that.
I went around with my own car, which is a Mazda CX-5. That was hilarious. But I did it. I can say I got the sticker on the car to say it's been done. But I did pay to have a professional driver to take me around in a Audi R8.
Ooh, that'd
That
be fun.
was
cool.
amazing. Yeah, she was like, do you want to go around fast, meaning it'll be over fairly fast, or do you want casual? I said, well, I've already gone around it a couple times.
We've done the
Let's see
casual.
how
Let's go full
fast we
speed.
can do it. Yeah, I cut my time in like half.
Yeah, Burner. They have everything. Every VR headset manufacturer is there for sure. It was kind of cool too because I got to meet the engineers with Navigraph and had a good conversation with one of them. That Xbox looking controller that's coming out, Xbox users mainly is what it's targeting, along with if you use Infinite Flight on your tablet or something. It integrates into that pretty well. That was kind of cool to experiment with, and then plus I got to meet a bunch of people. You know, I was standing in line checking in, and Sheed, the Boston controller, he was there. He used to stream. I don't think he streams anymore. And then Chewy, the Twitch streamer, he was standing right behind me. So I got to talk to him, meet him, just a few other guys too. So it's kind of neat, you know, you get to meet these people in person. You know, everybody's, at the end of the day, all of us are real people, right? So it's kind of fun to see how they are in
Real
person
face in
versus.
the name.
Yeah, exactly. And I got to Q8 pilot. I got to meet him. Super nice guy. Alright, so I am coming up on top of descent. Messages are flashing. Approaching top of descent. So let's go ahead and set that up. We're going down 2,900 feet. And we're going to be dropping at 1,000 feet per minute. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and bring the mixture back in. Talking about Castrator? I don't know who that is. Does anybody know who that is? Is he a streamer, Burner? If so, I don't know if I want to meet him in real life with that kind of a name.
Good.
Especially not in a dark alley at night. So I went ahead and brought my mixture back in since we're on the descent, so I don't have to worry about it. And then let's watch the speed here, see if we need to change the performance of the airplane any. So we're going to be landing out on that island right there. And we are about 50 miles away. Let's see, who else did I meet?
Still 13 miles away from the VOR.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys do a little formation flight back there, I guess. I'm stuck in the middle.
It's somebody somewhat close to me. It was
That's me. That's me, actually.
oh, okay. Bitch on TCAS.
I think I'm gonna fly right to Dugok and
Oh, I see you.
go back to this VOR. Try to catch up with you guys a little bit.
Straight to Dugok.
Yeah, yeah.
Sounds like somewhere that they lock you up if you've been bad in Alaska. Straight to the Dugok. Dugok.
Sounds like what they feed you in like a Russian prison.
Or the Russian prisoner that they feed you to.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Ty Shuff. Yeah, the Boston guy is Sheed. I'm trying to think of his first name. But he is a real world pilot, I think for United, maybe. And he does, he used to stream and control Boston Center.
What's your ground speed, or your your ground speed or true airspeed, either one right now?
Ground speed's 222. My true airspeed I'm not going to rely on since I'm descending.
Yeah, I just adjusted mine, but I just wondered how much extra speed I was picking up here on the descent.
Let's see, what's the temperature on the ground? Let's grab Navgraph. Temperature is 11.
I have different winds now. Should have more of a headwind coming in to 14.
And the altimeter's 3014 too, so you might want to go ahead and adjust that. And let's get rid of some of this heat. What'd you say the winds were?
Right now, I'm not checking Navigraph. I have to learn how to do that. I just haven't found it, but.
Yeah, I've got it pulled up right now, if you want to look.
Alright.
So if you go to the airport and hit information, you can go to weather.
Oh. Okay. It's right there in front of me.
Yeah.
I'm showing 3014 winds are 160 8 knots.
Yep. And then the nice thing too, you can click on runways and without having to do all the mental math. You got it. So runway 14, which is what we're going for. We got a headwind of 8 knots and crosswind of 1, so it's perfect. Dugok, with being a transition, doesn't have an assigned altitude. It's probably why I came in at 100 feet. Yeah, it's pretty cool when the real pilots do flight sim because you get a lot of knowledge that's much more accurate than me with no pilot license. I've just self-taught everything I know. So I definitely don't do everything by the book by any means.
Traveling commercial as much as I do, I've had a lot of conversations with pilots in airports or in planes, and it surprises me the vast majority that I've had conversations with that use flight sim and are fans of that sim for their own practice.
Yeah, VATSIM.
Always commercial Delta pilots, either the regional. It's mostly regionals that I'm dealing with.
Yeah, well, VATSIM, they run everything by the book. It might even be more to the book than the real world.
I was just surprised by that. I kind of just expected the professional pilots to kind of scoff at us, or scoff at not at us, but scoff at
Simmers.
flight simulation, simming.
Same.
But I haven't had one yet. They actually, kind of universally, everyone that I've spoken to,
Pretty on board with it.
they on board and they use it. And you know, COVID changed things for a lot of pilots too, where they were stuck out of work. So to maintain proficiency, I think a lot did go into the sim world that might not have previously.
Absolutely. You know, if you, especially if like a 737 or an A320 pilot, there's so many planes that are really high fidelity that they can hop in those and keep up their skills and then still fly it on the network. So when they go back to do their re-enter training or whatever they have to do, it's not such a shock to the system, pretty much. And, when I go to do my pilot license next spring, I'm especially for my cross-country flights I have to do, I'll be for sure doing them multiple times in the sim before I actually go do them.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah. As far as VATSIM versus Pilot Edge, I don't know if one is better than the other in terms of accuracy, but VATSIM's a much bigger network, so you're going to be faced with many more challenges than you would on Pilot Edge. I think you have to pay for Pilot Edge too, don't you? And it only covers like California or the western part of the United States or something.
That's what I've heard.
So just from the sheer amount of different scenarios you're going to encounter, if you do a VATSIM event, you're going to be surrounded by a ton of other pilots flying, and just if you can manage to get through a VATSIM event in the pure chaos that those are, you should be able to do anything in the real world. Okay, cool, yeah. I'm actually going to decrease my descent rate to 500 feet per minute. Maybe? Yeah, that'll be perfect. That'll get me to Jose. I'm going to keep the power settings just to keep the fuel economy.
Did you figure out that 500 feet a minute? I wasn't looking. Did you do that from the VNav utility, or another method?
No, so I use the arc on my 750. So you see this little arc inside the range ring.
Yeah, why isn't? Let me go back to my map and see if that. Oh, mine is showing. Yep.
Yeah, so I just arbitrarily picked 500 just based on what that arc was against Jose. Alright, turn left to Pose. I just kept the same power settings too, mate. I know you're up behind me, so I don't want to fly off into the sunset on you. Oh, do you see the same cloud that I see in front of us? Kind of dark.
Yes.
You see the big shadow underneath it too?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Wait a second. Actually, okay. So for me, the cloud's a little bit different shaped, but it's shifted off to the right over the mountain peaks that are to the right of your compass on the
Ah.
dash. That is strange, but it's the same. I know it's the same cloud. That's interesting.
You would expect it to be the same or very similar, just based off the fact that we're, using the exact same data.
Yeah, and I'm right in line behind you. So,
Yeah.
I'm at about 185 ground speed. 180 now.
Yeah, 184 here.
I don't want to. All right, that's good. I don't want to land on top of you. That was another thing on the Delta Virtual. The spacing they maintained, it definitely was not a formation flight.
Oh
Like,
no.
They were maintaining like a good 5-10 mile spacing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's especially on
I mean, they don't
VATSIM.
fly tip to tip.
Just the tip. Yeah, especially if you're on VATSIM, they'll do the spacing for you. Or if you're on Unicom, you kind of space yourself out from the guy in front of you. Is everyone here comfortable using VATSIM?
No, gosh, no.
Oh, goodness.
I'd like to, but
Well, if you want to, we could always do a group flight in an area that's not heavily controlled on a Sunday night. So we could at least do like VATSIM or a Unicom.
that'd be fun.
And that'd be kind of cool. And then if a controller does come on, then you can you can fumble your way through instructions.
Yeah, that actually sounds like a fun way to switch it up.
If
Even if
we
we did it in little like 152s or something like that, even so.
And if we try to get everybody on Volanta, like Michael, at least if you can quasi control also possibly,
Oh
just
yeah,
to give a little more realism to it
yeah,
or
That's a good idea.
experience. I mean,
yeah. Kind of like what it did for you.
yeah, I'm getting better. I was so happy with my flight this morning.
I've
I
got
had to do a go around and I self because I wasn't a VATSIM, I just self ATC'd myself and it was like a perfect pattern.
yeah,
Of course, it wasn't the actual procedure, but not that
Sure.
ATC probably would have followed the go around procedure probably anyway. They would have vectored me around.
Oh, let's get the constraints on my 750 pulled up so it's easy to read. The next one is 2300, so let's go ahead and dial that in. And then, Mike, here, what I do for this is my descent rate is just going to be based off that arc. So I just match up whatever altitude I need to be at that point. I just base my descent rate off of the arc.
Okay.
So I'm turning right to, what does it say? Freed. Start descending now. Start at 500 feet per minute. That'll be plenty. Some nice scenery around here.
I've never done a VNAV like this before. This is cool. It's busy. It could get busy if you're not staying on top of it.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those you want to be ahead of everything. So before a lot of higher fidelity airplanes came out, you had the fly-by-wire A320. It was about the most accurate airplane you had, and then the Aerosoft CRJ, and those were manual VNAVs.
All manual, wow.
Just because of their simulation, those planes are not. Well, no, they're not in real life, right?
No, they're not in real life. They have automatic.
I
VNAV.
heard you say this DRJ. I didn't hear the other plane you said.
Yeah. Okay. Are we at? Why did this stop descending? 2,300
mine did.
feet. Oh, it's because the radio at the density, altitude. Go back to function. We're at 2,300 feet. Based on pressure, altitude. Did the altimeter change? 3014.
And I still have 3014. I just refreshed it.
Okay, I'm down. I'm
But
going
my-
down to 1,080. So let's go ahead and go down to 1,080.
The same thing happened to me. Mine stopped at 2,500 feet, just like yours did.
Oh my god, 1,000 feet. And then I'm gonna start slowing up.
It's funny. It showed me Dugak at 5,000 in this one.
Interesting. Guess we're coming up on this airport real quick. Gonna beep at me because my gear's up. Get down to about 150, I think is what the gear speed is. Alright, let's go manual. I'm gonna turn to the left some, try to get some extra distance here. I'm a little behind. I wasn't paying attention how close we were. Let's level off and get some flaps in. That'll help us. Landing gears down. Bridge flaps. Let's bring mixtures in. Prop is back in. And putting some power in. Line up for runway 14. Go full flaps. Get that 100 knot bird speed. Got a little behind there, but we caught back up to it. Alright, gear down. Prop and mixtures in. We're a little high, so let's down. And we're right on the money, so let's keep that about 500 feet per minute. Get a little extra power. Got that crosswind. You can see the waves coming in off the water there.
Mm-hmm.
A little more power to get that. We're a little low now. Get that 500 feet per minute. A little slow. Bring it back up. Not the most stabilized approach, but we're getting there. There we go. Alright, glide path has been captured again. 500 feet per minute. Check the gear, gear's down. And coming across the threshold, start pulling some power. Nice and smooth. Alright, Mike, I'll roll to the end. If you guys just want to meet at the end of the runway. Bring flaps back up. Crack throttles so that we don't start draining the battery. We'll take your picture at the end of the runway.
Well, I guess I was back faster than I thought.
There you go. I just landed.
Yeah, I'm coming down, descended down for a visual.
Looks like Mike just landed.
get my track by IR back on.
Okay, park brake in. And let's lean for the ground.
So how's the
I'm
rest of your
dropping, bring it back
flight?
in. Good.
Good.
Nice smooth landing. Let's see what the rate on that one was. 109.
Nice. That's pretty good.
Can't complain about that. Nice and smooth descent. See our little circle.
Yep.
Anchorage approach is on.
We doing a Vatham flight?
We were talking about doing that. And one
I'd
of
be
the future
down.
flights.
Be down for right now. I might as well. I might hop on a Vatham flight.
I'm gonna hop off after this over with, but hey Tommy, you made it just in time to be at the end of the stream.
I guess.
But no, Sunday nights would be a perfect night for Vassam because we tend to be a little bit of a smaller crowd on Sundays, and then we'd be able to, you know, do a practice whatever we needed to leading up to it.
Yeah.
But we were talking about we could even just do somewhere that's not controlled on Sunday
Yeah,
nights, or it has minimal controllers on Sunday night until everybody got comfortable with it.
Yeah. I have 150 hours, so if you guys need any help, I can help you guys out for sure.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm willing to teach. I love teaching.
yeah. One of us can spawn in
Act
at
as a controller?
yeah, we were talking about that. I taught Mike. I
Yeah.
was following him around on Volanta and telling him what to do. Although the problem
Nice.
with Volanta is it's a little behind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Tommy says he may have to take off for a group vet sim flight. Tommy, we could always do one on Friday night too, make it kind of something obscure.
Friday night group Vatham. Yeah.
Yeah. It wouldn't be an always thing on a Friday, but we have a little bit of flexibility, especially with me moving here soon. I'll have more flexibility with my scheduling.
Yeah.
Michael, look at the go to the screenshots. Look at the shot I just posted. It's you. I'm sitting off your right off your right tail.
Oh, why
As
am
I
like,
got,
transparent?
I know it.
Oh, I
As
know
I
what it
got-
is. I know what it is. Go
What
to. Let me back out real quick. If you go
There you
to
go.
general options, go to traffic, scroll down to show multiplayer traffic in close proximity, turn that to on.
That's
Probably reset whenever you did the update.
yeah, because as I inched closer to you, you got more and more transparent.
Yeah. All right, Tommy. Sounds good. We may do something in a couple weeks then. That'll be kind of fun. Maybe after I move. Would be a good one to do after I move. It's going to be a busy few weeks here. Busier than my normal, very busy, so. Get the PADU off.
See my landing? Or were you still driving at that point, taxiing at that point?
When I turned around, you were on the ground.
Yeah. I got
See.
a 131. I'm pretty happy with that.
That's good. Oh, this is a good shot. Just sitting right here. You're floating like 6 inches off the ground.
I hate that.
Yeah. Let's see. Where are you guys at?
I'm coming up on final here in a second.
Okay.
Just going to intercept the visual. Thank you, G1000, for having visual approaches.
We're gonna go over to the tower and get a camera view from there. Which one's the tower? We're gonna assume this one is.
Now I gotta do a good landing. Alright.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Oh, got eyes on you.
I'm still looking for the runway.
I have runway in sight.
I see it.
Looks like Bloggins is coming first.
Yep.
Yeah, he's at 23. I'm at 2,000, so I'm lower in altitude, but
Tommy says no
Gears
pressure. Check your
down.
gear. There you go. That was a good time.
Yeah. Lights are actually extended for once.
Well, that's cool. I'm sitting over in my drone over by on the other side of the runway from you, probably by the water. And
Uh-huh.
It sounds like I mean, the waves crashing. I can see
Oh,
them coming.
that's
and
cool.
the sound in my left ear of them crashing. It's so realistic.
Mike's gonna fall asleep over here on us, guys.
Yes.
God, that'll be back in 5 minutes after I take this quick nap.
So we got Legos up. Wait, who's Lego's closer?
Yeah, I'm on final.
Yeah,
Gear down.
Bloggins is coming up right behind you.
I don't see you. Are you above or below me? I'm assuming. above.
You are above him, Bloggins.
All right. Yeah, I'm just passing
Flaps, gear,
the island.
GG comes. Gears down. Gas is good. Gears down. Undercarriage is all set up. Mixture is set. Props. And switches. All lights are all on. Everything's good. Power.
No pressure, but I'm framed for you guys landing on the markers with my camera.
Ah, not happening.
Well, you get very little crosswind. It's only one knot crosswind.
Yeah. I'll float all the way down the runway. Don't worry about it.
Alright, so Bloggins actually came in first here, so. Oh, Bloggins coming in with his propellers that aren't moving. It's fantastic. Nor is it showing your landing gear down.
What? They're down. They're green.
Gear down. Thing set.
Nice landing.
Oh, that was butter.
I look good.
I didn't even hear any clunks or anything.
No screaming?
Nothing. Then again, I think I might have broken my FSR a couple miles back trying to do something. But no, there wasn't even a screech of the brakes or anything. It's probably, with this aircraft, it's one of the best ones I've done in a long time.
Alright, got Lego the Moose. Tommy gave you a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
I wish you guys didn't disappear when I zoomed in. It's kind of weird that it does that.
Oh, there's an option for that, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I'm zooming in with the drone camera.
Oh. Yeesh.
He knocked a point for your lack of prop movement and gear.
My engines gave out. My engines gave out.
I've actually got some moving props this time. Lego.
Out of fuel, that was it.
Although I don't see any gear still.
Oh, my gear's down.
There it is.
Hopefully.
Oh,
Please.
got to bounce.
Please, lose the- I did not bounce there. I just touched the ground. There you go. I'm on the ground now.
What is the definition of a bounce then?
You hit the ground and bounce back up. I ballooned.
You're balloon. Okay. Oh,
So, yeah, ballooning is when you pull too hard up on the controls and you basically go back up. You flare too early. And bouncing is you actually, like, you slam into the ground.
keep
and then-
holding it. Keep holding. Oh, nice. Nice landing.
Yep. At least he had some gear down. for
Yeah, I
me.
got gear, moving props, and flaps.
Oh shoot, you're still moving very fast. Oh, watch out. I turn off all the not Lights, put the light flaps up. I'm cleaned up.
Moose, you got a 10 out of 10.
Woohoo!
Lego, you got an 8 out of 10 for the
Let's go. That's
the
not
balloon.
bad. The balloon. Ah, fine, whatever. I blame it on the twitchy default aircraft.
You said, and the fouled plug smoking like a chimney. Oh, maybe I didn't notice that, but
Where am I parking? I'll just park in the back. It's fine.
yep. Just there's a spot next to the left of me, and then you can maybe pick up the right side.
I'll pick up the far right.
Yeah. All right. Every time Lego bounces from now on, and we're gonna be like, it was a balloon.
Okay, I'm being fine. I'm just pressing the brakes maybe a little too hard on your screen because I'm fine.
It sounds fun.
Oh yeah, I guess I'm a bit.
I swear it was a
there.
balloon. I swear I'm a good pilot. I swear.
Maybe the new pivot.
That's
What's
great.
landing at? I ballooned. I swear. Negative 500.
Why is the airframe bent? I mean, it was a hefty balloon. Have you seen those Mylar balloons? They're beefy, man.
I pulled a little too hard that one time.
All right, who's in the back there? Scoot up a little bit.
Okay.
Go ahead and get up right in between. Who's on the left there? I don't see everybody's
it's got
names.
a little V formation going there.
Yeah, there you go.
Who's
Oh,
on the
wow.
far right?
I did not park well. Yeah,
I'm on
I'm
portal
that.
left.
Goodness gracious me. Hold on.
Actually, yeah, if you want to go, yeah, let's get a V formation thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to properly just
Spin around.
Just gonna
Oh,
try this again. Just gonna try this again.
Yep, scoot up just a little bit more.
Ooh, it's fine. You can't wing strike in these games.
Not a game, it's a sim.
Oh, here we go.
In the sim. Oh boy.
Don't do it now.
Hey, Moose, can you scoot up just a hair?
Of course.
Did I get it this time?
I'm gonna scoot up a little bit, just a little bit more.
I got it this time.
There you
we
go. There you go. Stop. Oh, that's okay. It'll
See, I
work.
can go around.
No, it'll be fine for the picture because I'm not going to see the wings.
Whoever's on the far right, scoot up, touch more too.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
scooting up just a teeny tiny touch more.
Tommy said, "Dude, I slid down a ridge in a 152 on my roof. Yep, I ballooned. That still lives in infamy
Balloons,
on one
balloons.
of my streams. Hey, don't worry, I bounced off a roof before, so in a 152. In my defense, the building was in the way of the runway. Okay.
You know, that's why they have the with 50-foot obstacle in the POH for short field landings.
Yeah, it was in Alaska, Tommy. It was right out of Anchorage on that island. Got one there. Speed it up. Why does this runway look like crap right here?
How do you have? Who's on the far right? Is that you, Bloggins?
It's Lego.
I'm on the far
I'm
right.
on the far left.
How do you have have the flames livery on his plane? That's cool.
The what
But
livery?
my livery is like a green something or another.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's
mine's
showing up
just-
as flames on ours.
I don't have flames on that. I see.
Oh, yeah, mine's a different livery than that, but that one's a cool livery. I'm fine with that one being on there.
Mountains in the background. Tommy goes, in my defense, yeah, I got nothing. I totally botched it. This should be a cool one.
In my defense, I'm a bad pilot.
Where's Kyle when we need him? He's an okay pilot.
Hey, we're about to go do something stupid. You want to come? We need a pilot.
Okay. Alright, I got plenty of pictures, so. I'm going to mute myself here, and I'm going to end the stream, guys, so I'll be right back.
Copy.
Alright, guys, I hope you appreciated that. Tommy, thank you for coming in last minute. Once again, if you feel any desire to support the channel, I do have the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. Plus, you know, it takes a ton of effort to get all the videos out, a ton of time. So any support definitely helps with the channel. and especially pays the bills for the things that software and whatnot that I have going for being used to produce these things. So, with that, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Burner, thank you. Good to see you too, and I'll catch you next time. Happy flying.